Saints fans have questions. Me and my guy Loco Lopez have answers. Welcome into Saints Now by Chat Sports. One of my favorite segments we do here on the channel is a mailbag, a live Q&A from our weekly live shows every single Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. If you want to be a part of the fun, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. But even more importantly, we have never seen Alvin Kamara cross over the 1,000-yard rushing threshold. And so if you are with me, let's get this trending on, not just on YouTube, just on social media. We got to get it trending across the world. I want to see billboards. I want to see signs. I want to see stickers. I want to see T-shirts, damn it, that say 1K for AK, because we want to see Alvin Kamara get 1,000 rushing yards. And if you're with me, type 1K for AK in the comment section to sign the petition to get this man 1,000 rushing yards. Jaden, one of our legends here at the channel, with a good question to start things off. Who is your one Saints player you want to see improve this season? I'm going to cheat and say two. I'm going to do an offensive and a defensive player. Offensively, Trevor Penning, I want to see him improve. I want to see him live up to being a first-round pick. I want to see him embrace being a left guard, and I want to see him play it at a high level and not be a liability. Defensively, I really want to see Alontae Taylor just step it up and be a better overall player. He's extremely disruptive, and he is a talented football player, but there's a lot of times where this guy gets burned and, ends up leading to a big play. So I want to see him shore things up. Lopez, I want to hear from you on this one, though.
I think the guy I really want to see something out of is Kendre Miller going into year 3. Hasn't really shown anything yet. He's going to get competition with Devin Neal right behind him.
Yep.
I'm not saying this is a make or break year, but it's like okay.
If you ain't going to
show something now.
Yeah, it shows something, or maybe it's not make or break, but it's shit or get off the pot type deal. I'm with you. I think Kendre Miller has a lot to prove. I'm a fan of his game. I just want to see him put it all together and be available. That's the big thing with him. He just is unavailable. So, Lopez, I think it's a great take as well. Kendre Miller, definitely want to see him put things together. One more? F it. Why not? Isaiah Foskey. Come on. Let's do something good this year. All righty, Jaden, another. We'll follow up. Do you believe that Kendre Miller can turn it around? Okay, so this kind of piggybacks off of your point. I personally think he can. I'm not going to sit here and say that everything that happened around Kendre Miller is Dennis Allen's fault. A lot of that is Kendre's fault for either being injured or not being prepared and not being able to suit up on game days. I will say I think Dennis Allen got very tired of Kendre Miller quickly, and I think that he wasn't willing to pour into Kendre Miller. And I think an offensive-minded coach might be able to do that better / more willing to do that. So I personally believe Kendre Miller can turn around. I think he has a lot in the tank. I think he has something to prove, but he's got to be on the field to prove it. So it all comes down to whether or not he's on the field on game days. If he is, I still have faith in the player. Mike, if the Saints have a bad season, do they fire Mickey Loomis? Oh, that's a tough question. In my opinion, I could have seen the Saints saying, we're not going to, since we didn't fire Mickey Loomis last year, like this going into this offseason, I could see them saying, well, he gets at least a couple years with Kellen Moore. I mean, Lopez, I think it's fair to say you get an opportunity, like you had the Drew Brees and Sean Payton era for so long. You handpicked a guy internally to try to make it work. Now you're handpicking your guy externally. If that doesn't work, then I don't know how much more of a leash you can give him. But does he get 2 years to try and get it to work with Kellen Moore?
Yeah, kind of going off that, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but 99.9% chance Mickey Loomis is back next year. Like death, Texas, Mickey Loomis will be back.
Because also, for what it's worth, they have been very proactive in trying to nip the salary cap issues in the butt, and they have chipped away a lot of cap space. So if they can continue that and continue to move in the right direction, I think that only gives them more reason to keep him around. I know a lot of fans don't want Mickey Loomis around much longer, but at the end of the day, the fans aren't the ones who make the decisions. And sometimes it's a good thing, other times it's not. All righty, let's talk to Glizzy Gobbler. What up, Joey Chestnut? For the record, by the way, I know this video is probably going out the day after the 4th of July. I hope to God Joey Chestnut defends his honor, because last year not being able to do the hot dog eating contest after being banned was the most un-American thing I've ever seen. This is the greatest athlete in all of American sports. Yeah, shout out to him. Will the Saints be saved by Tyler Shough? I tweeted it out. I said, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Shough is going to save the New Orleans Saints, just with a post of him sidearm it, whipping a ball into the end zone, the back of the end zone against Notre Dame. Pretty cool play. All in all, though, it's just a lot of this is just conversation of, hey, man, it's July. This is an entirely new situation, entirely new team, new head coach, new coaching staff, new quarterback, new vibes, new everything. Everything is pretty much new with this team. So it's hard to say, will Tyler Shough save the Saints? I think he has an opportunity. I think he has a chance to, and I think he's done a great job thus far in embracing the team and the city. But in terms of saving the Saints, what does that mean? Is it he goes and wins a Super Bowl? Is it he gets the team back competing in the playoffs on a regular basis? Like, what is the level of success that says the Saints have been saved? And I think at least competing for a Super Bowl is where I would draw that line, especially because we all got spoiled with Drew Brees. I would like to return to that level of football, God forbid. But will he? I think he could. It's a little too early to tell, though. We have to see the guy take a snap at the National Football League level. Who Dat Nation? Speaking of the National Football League and Tyler Shough and saving the team, the first look that fans are going to get at Tyler Shough and this new offense led by Kellen Moore, this new team, this new vibe, everything, it's going to be training camp and preseason, and we're going to be giving you guys updates every day around training camp and the preseason. I'm actually going to be on vacation during training camp, but that's not going to stop me from giving you guys some videos on the beach. I'll be out at Gulf Shores, Alabama, so if you're in the area and you want to be featured on a video, be sure you subscribe and hit your boy up, but don't forget to turn on your notifications, because if anything happens, whether it's injuries, roster news, contract updates, anything like that, trust me, you do not want to be the person in your squad that's uninformed. You're going to want to be subscribed, and you're going to want to tune in to any updates that happen coming out of training camp and the preseason. A lot of people are like, man, slow news day, clickbait, blah, 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 blah. Well, you want news? Subscribe, turn on his noties, and you'll get news whenever it happens. Patriots fan, Pats fan. Maybe this is Jack Lauderay, because I know he's a big fan of How to Train Your Dragon. I hope I'm not doxing some of the guys in the chat. Anyway, what do you think about the Darren Waller out of retirement? Oh, my God. Lopez. I was hoping we get to talk about this.
I think our Texans host, Jeremy Chugg, said it best. The rap career, the money's running out.
Yes.
Money's running out. Money's getting tight.
He sees all the money that Kelsey Plum and the WNBA are rolling in, and he's like, I need get me some of that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the best for his health to go play with Tua and the hospital balls he might receive there, but
also say this for what it's worth: insane that he got traded. Like, I didn't even realize the Giants still had his rights.
I think his contract froze or something.
That was so crazy. The whole situation was weird. But Darren Waller coming out of retirement, I'll say this. I mean, he is a player who has had some really, really good moments in the National Football League. He's had a really interesting career, a lot of ups and downs. Very resilient guy. Has battled through a lot, and I do think that it was certainly an interesting move. The Patriots, or the Dolphins, I should say, obviously traded away Jonnu Smith to the Steelers to reunite him with Arthur Smith, but they after that had a report come out that they were looking for a tight end, and so they went to Darren Waller, which was certainly a choice. I would not have done that, but what do I know? Oh dear God. How did this guy get off? How did nothing happen with
Money
this?
talks.
I get money talks, but how? That's insane. Sean Combs, will Bub Means or Rasheed Shahid have more yards? Mr. Diddler, I'm going to say Rasheed Shahid has more yards. I think Bub Means will have a big year, and I think that he can have a lot of opportunity is the word I'm looking for. I think he could have a lot of opportunity, especially being a receiver that honestly on the roster is the biggest body on the depth chart. Has a very similar size profile and athleticism profile to A.J. Brown. I'm not saying they're the same player, but I think Kellen Moore should use Bub Means in a similar fashion to A.J. Brown. But I think Rasheed Shahid just has so many yards coming his way because of those deep balls, and I think that he will be a huge factor of the offense. Remember, he was actually one of the, if not the leading receiver before getting injured early last season. I think that he's going to have another big year. He was already set up to have a huge season. I think we're going to really see him pop off this year. Who Dat Nation, if you want to pop off some great sales, incur some great deals, you should go to chatsports.com/Saint Sale. Link is clickable in the comments and description of this video. Or if you're tuned into our live show, it's also in the live chat thanks to Loco Lopez. It is a sideline shirt. It's Nike. It's fresh. It looks great. The players, the coaches, they all have it. And if you want it too, you can get yours by using the link that's clickable in the comments and description. Or you just search chatsports.com/Saint Sale. Reminder, it was $60. Now only $24. How in the hell could you pass up an opportunity and a deal like that? Go get yours today. John Edwards, how many games are we losing this season? I'm going to say the Saints go 7-10. I'm going to say 7-10. That's my answer right here, right now, Wednesday, July 2nd, 5:10 p.m. Central Time. Lopez?
7-10's a lot.
7-10 is a good season for Kellen Moore.
I think 7-10 is like a great season. Is it obtainable? I was thinking closer to 5.
I think 5 is also 5. This 5 wins. 5 wins.
5 and 12.
12 losses. I think 5-12 is definitely like a realistic score prediction or record prediction. I think 7-10 is like a good ceiling. I think you should expect to have double-digit losses this year.
Yeah.
Just for what it's worth. You should expect 10-plus losses, but you should hope for a lot less. The NFC South isn't amazing. It's not like any team in the NFC South got tremendously better. Sure, some teams made improvements, but it's not like any team really got drastically better. Cardinals, I think you can have an opportunity to win that. The Bills, you'll lose that one. I just like. Hold on. I want to pull up the opponents here. Seahawks, that one might be a tough one. Niners, I'm sorry. I think you can beat the Niners. They're not great. I don't care that they played in a Super Bowl 2 years ago. They're not great. Giants.
You could beat the Giants.
Tell me you can't beat Russell
Wilson.
Wilson.
D-line will be good, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm not scared about them. The Patriots, I think, will be much better. Year 2 Drake May, I think that one will be a tough one. But October at the Dome could be in your favor. Bears is kind of a toss-up for me. If Ben Johnson's legit, then that's going to be a loss. But if he struggles and Caleb Williams doesn't have a great year in his first year with Ben Johnson, then, it could be an entirely different situation. Rams, I'm going to say they'll beat us. At bare minimum, you'll split with every team in the NFC South, I think. Jets could be a team that you beat. Titans are a team you should beat. 10 losses, I think, is where you should probably start your conversation here. I know that was a long answer, John, but I'm going to say you should expect to lose 10 or more. Chase Young will have 10 to 12 sacks this year coming in from Mike. Mike, I actually love this take here. I don't think that you're very far off. I don't think it's that hot of a take. I'm expecting a big year from Chase Young. His best season, 8.5 sacks, I believe. And for him, he's now another year removed from the injury that he suffered and he was dealing with the Commanders and the 49ers that he had before he got to New Orleans. New scheme, Bo Davis, Chase Young, a lot to prove. I think it's a recipe for a good year for this player. Plus, the Saints need somebody to take over as their alpha, dominant, lead edge rusher. And this is a really good opportunity for Chase Young to do that. What do you think, Lopez?
I honestly think the biggest thing with Chase Young is he kind of has a home now.
Yes, that's a great way to put it.
Around. It's just he finally has somebody that
he has somebody who wants him to be there.
Yeah,
he is at a place that he's wanted and he's desired and he's valued. And I think that in itself is very important. Plus, this is a player who was looking for a contract, seeking that. Now he has it. And sure, there's the argument that can be made of, well, he has the money. He's not going to play hard now. And there's evidence of that in the past for other players. I get that argument. I understand it. But I also think that the contract he signed, it's a 3-year deal. You can cash in a lot more cheddar. He's, 26? He's young, dude. He's a young player. So he is still very far from his last contract in the National Football League. Who Dat Nation, thank you so much for rocking and rolling with us. We really appreciate y'all for hanging out, tuning in, and being a part of our show. I hope you guys all had a wonderful 4th of July. I hope you guys were all safe. Nobody had any crazy situations like, was it Jason Pierre-Paul a few years ago? Was that? Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do what he did with the fireworks and stuff. Either way, I hope you all had a wonderful day. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And Who Dat Nation, y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time.